Hey everybody, welcome back to Life with Anxiety. Today I want to talk about a couple of things about what type of characteristics you want to look for when trying to find a therapist when coping with anxiety, depression, PTSD, some of the things that affect our mental health daily. So let's get right into it. So the first thing that you want to look for when meeting with a therapist is you want to have a good rapport. A lot of therapists will get your background information. They'll try and find out, what are some of your life stressors. They'll want to know more about you. Be very wary of a therapist that doesn't try and build any type of therapeutic rapport with you. If they're trying to dive right in and get into traumas, or if they're trying to just work on things that are happening right now before getting your background, that might be a red flag to maybe just start looking for another therapist. Another thing is good listening skills. Obviously, when the therapist is starting to build that therapeutic rapport, what they're telling you, you'll see them, writing things down, and that's a good thing because they're going to try and remember things about you. So when they meet with you again and they start working on some of the issues that we deal with, it builds trust, because if they can remember, things about you when you're talking to them that you spoke about, and you don't have to continue to repeat and tell your story over and over again, that's always very helpful. One of the biggest things is empathy. And, there's a difference between sympathy and empathy. And the big difference is that empathy and sympathy are very similar. Sympathy, you've had a similar experience with that person, and you can convey that, I'm really sorry, you're going through that type thing. And empathy is going to be more of, hey, I've been where you've been. I know how it feels to have anxiety or depression or those stressors. Let me tell you about how I was able to get through some of those. Somebody who's, sympathetic, I always think about people at a funeral. When somebody passes away, they're always, I'm very sorry for your loss. They may have never had to lose somebody that was close to them, so they can't really build that connection. So empathy is always about connection. So if you can find a therapist that will build a strong therapeutic rapport with you, get your background information, be open-minded about that, that's a very good thing. Their listening skills, but most importantly, I think for me, when I'm looking for a therapist, is the empathy. Is there a connection? Am I going to feel comfortable sharing about some of my traumas? If not, I may need to look for another therapist, because if you get so embedded with that therapist and you're just not getting where, you're just going to spin your wheels like a hamster on a wheel. So I hope that this short video helps you folks that are looking for a therapist, some things to kind of look for. I know it's a very short video, but if you like the video, like it, please subscribe, and look for more content on life with anxiety and how we can get through this.